In the heart of Staten Island, Freshkills landfill once stood as a testament to our throwaway culture, a mountain of garbage towering over the landscape of our largest city. A symbol of waste and pollution, Freshkills landfill in Staten Island, New York was the largest landfill in the world, stretching over 2,200 acres at its peak. Accepting millions of tons of residential trash and other waste for decades, this waste eventually became a staple of the Staten Island community, with residents feeling the effects of the landfill both indirectly as well as directly, with the terrible stench and concerning health statistics to follow. But the citizens of Staten Island refused to accept it as their fate. Through years of tireless activism and advocacy, they demanded change. Their voices were heard, and in 2001, Freshkills landfill was finally closed, a victory for environmental justice. But as one landfill closes its gates, another widened its doors. Seneca County in the town of Waterloo, once a quiet corner of upstate New York with an older population, has found itself thrust into the spotlight as New York City searched for new dumping grounds for its waste. With Freshkills no longer an option, Seneca Meadows became the unfortunate recipient of a great part of the city's waste. In just a short span, the residents of Waterloo have been faced with an environmental disaster that only seems to be growing in momentum. Since first accepting New York City waste from Seneca Meadows in the early 2000s, the landfill has undergone several expansions, not only to the landfill outside, but the neighboring areas in order to accommodate for more waste from New York City. Faced with the prospect of their town being swallowed by a mountain of garbage, the people of Waterloo have refused to back down. Over the last 2 decades, the people of Seneca Falls, as well as various environmental groups, have been outspoken in their cries for the landfill to cease its grasp on their town, petitioning local officials as well as raising awareness about the health and environmental hazards posed by the landfill. The residents of the city have been plagued with not only a horrific stench over their town from the garbage, but also have had their health negatively impacted by the landfill's emissions and waste. In 2010, the concerned citizens of Seneca County, in correlation with the Finger Lakes Zero Waste Coalition, hosted a panel regarding findings that suggested a link between instances of various diseases such as cancer, diabetes, and asthma among people living within 3 miles of the landfill. Subsequently, in the decade following, the Department of Health found that instances of cancer in the area surrounding Seneca Meadows landfill had risen nearly 50%. These health concerns are just one part of the detrimental effects this landfill has had on the community. The town's proximity to landfill has also had a great effect on tourism, as well as Native Americans' way of life, with Seneca Meadows landfill lying in the heart of the Cayuga Nation. In 2016, citizens attempted to end the landfill's contract expansion through a local law, but were subsequently overturned by a state Supreme Court judge who ruled that the citizens and town board did not have the authority to make such a decision. Despite the challenges they face, the residents of Waterloo remain resilient and refuse to be silenced in their fight for a cleaner, healthier future. As the landfill looks to expand this contract to allow operations until 2040, despite New York's claims of moving away from the practice of landfilling, the citizens continue to push back and oppose the landfill's expansion.